a clock with a brass pendulum keeps correct time 20 degrees Celsius, but loses 8.212 seconds per day when the temperature rises to 30 degrees Celsius. Calculate the coefficient of linear expansion of brass. సో ఇది మన క్వశ్చన్ అమ్మా. సో ఒక్కసారి మనకు ఏమి ఇచ్చాడు అనేటువంటి అర్థం చేసుకోండి. ఒక పెండులం ఉందంట, క్లాక్ లో పెండులం ఉందంట. ఓల్డ్ మోడల్ క్లాక్స్ మీరు గమనించినట్లయితే పెండులం క్లాక్స్ ఉంటాయి. సో వాల్ క్లాక్ మీరు గమనిస్తే ఒక పెండులం ఇలా ఉంటుంది. ఇట్ విల్ మూవ్ ఫ్రమ్ mean position to one side, it will go, after that it will go to the other side. So due to this motion of this pendulum only, the clock will be show the reading, timing will show. Old model, you will see the old model, you can easily observe. So what is this one? This clock is showing the correct reading at the temperature of 20 degrees Celsius. It is showing the correct reading. But what happened? The temperature T2 is raised to 30 degrees Celsius. It is raised. So it is losing. So the clock is losing. How much time it is losing? 8.212 seconds. 8.212 seconds per day. So it is losing this much time. So now they are asking what is the alpha value. The coefficient of the linear expansion, alpha value they are asking. Alpha value question. So before dealing this one, you need to know some of the things. So the wall clock, the pendulum time period T is equal to, it is this concept is not related to the present content topic. So the pendulum temperature time period T is equal to square root 2 pi square root of L by G. This may be in your simple harmonic motion. I hope this concept will come. Are you getting? Hello?
Yes, sir.
This formula you need to know. So if I square this one, T square is equal to 4 pi square into L by G. So if I am taking the 4 pi square divided by G, these are all the constant. These are all the constant. Just I am taking these the constant. Now if you do the partial differentiation. Partial differentiation means I am differentiating with respect to T only. Now what will happen means this will come 2 into delta T will come, because of it the 2 times are there, 2T into delta T by T. So now I am taking, if you do the partial differentiation, 2T into delta T by T is equal to delta L, you will get this one. So if you do like this, some trouble is there. One formula is there. After this I am taking this one. After this I am taking the T square is directly proportional to L. This is the formula. Now one of the concept is there for error measuring. So how can you measure means error measurements. One of the concept is there. So if you do like this, this is the error having. So if some error is getting in this parameter means how many times are there, those many times the error will come. So if the error means delta T into 2 times error will come. Here is the power is the 2 times is there, that's why 2 times power error will come. That is equal to error is directly proportional. Here power is the 1 is the error of delta L. This is the one equation. This concept is not having in your PUC 1 level. I hope error calculation topic is over now. Error. error calculation. If the two parameters are related by a square parameter is related to the b, means the error of the a square means 2 into delta a is equal to the error directly proportional to delta b will come. Otherwise a square is directly proportional to b cubed, means the error of the how can you get the error, means 2 into delta a is equal is directly proportional to 3 into delta b will come. Like this is the this type of concept I hope you come across in your PUC 1 semester 1, I hope. So otherwise please remember this one as a formula. So as it is the power is there, this is the we are measuring the two errors. We are measuring the comparing the errors in the time as well as the length. So the length is getting the error, means time also will get the error also. This is the formula. Now I am removing this proportional. So 2 delta t is equal to, we are getting the some constant into delta L is there. We are not afraid about this constant because of we are not dealing with about the constant. Now if you multiply this one, if you multiply this one, means I am dividing this error with respect to the time. So I am dividing with respect to the L. I am dividing this one because of I am measuring error of the time period with initial time period, error of the length with initial length. This is the formula. So then 2 delta t by t is equal to delta L by L. So some of the concept what I am having in between these. So from these to this one concept is I am not introduced here because of this is the concept which is having. So after this we are introducing here the same error. I am measuring the error with respect to the initial error. So that is the percentage. So that is the ratio of the error. This is the ratio of the errors. Ratio of error. This is the ratio of error concept. This concept also we are not introducing here. So the ratio of error means error of the value divided by initial value, error of the value divided by initial value. That's why we are taking. Then delta t by t is equal to 1 by 2. I am sending to 1 by 2 this side, delta L by L. This is the one of the formula, important formula for the time period, where the time period error what we are measuring in about the pendulum. Now you already know this one. Pendulum is nothing but it is like a long script. So it is the wall clock hand is there, the brass pendulum is there, it like a long strip is there. So the temperature is rise, the initial length is equal to L1. After temperature is rises, the length of the pendulum must be increases. It is nothing but L2 length will become. So if you want to find out the what is the coefficient of the it is the time T1, temperature T1, it is the temperature T2, it is a degree Celsius or Kelvin, that is nothing but. So what is the coefficient of the linear coefficient of expansion alpha formula is equal to general formula we are using, L2 minus L1 divided by L1 equal T2 minus T1. So better to use here T1, small T1 use, because of in the capital T I used for the time period. So better to use, take care about here only about this problem only. So T1 is nothing but temperature, small t represent the temperature, capital T represent the time period. Time, it is the better to use here because of only we are getting the two types of T here. So if you look at this one, so if you look at this, if you look at here, what about here, delta L2 minus L1 is nothing but delta L only, change in L. So L1 is nothing but initial length only. I am taking initial length as L into 1 divided by T2 minus T1. This is nothing but change in temperature. So change in temperature I will use small t instead of this one. I am using small t. So in the previous problem what we are having means previous formula delta what we are getting means delta 2 delta t divided by t is equal to delta L by L we arrived. After that delta t by t is equal to 1 by 2 into delta L by L we arrived this one. In the previous concept what we are, so we need delta L by L value here, delta L by L is there. Better to send total turn to up to here. I am sending this one here. So what we will get? Let me complete this one. After I will go to substitute here. So what we will get here? So alpha into change in temperature. Alpha into I am writing delta L by L is equal to alpha into change in temperature. That's 40 I written. So when we are having this value, we can substitute the alpha into change in temperature. Okay na? Hello. So then delta T by T is equal to half into alpha into change in temperature value. But our goal is to find out what is the error in the time period. What is the error in time period? It is the error in time period divided by initial time period. It is the original time period value. So then we need only error in the time period. Better to send we need only this value. We don't want this one. Better send to this side. So it is the division means we will get the multiplication. Delta T is equal to half into alpha into delta T into T. Time period of the initial time period of the wall clock. So they are asking in one day it is loses how much time it is lose? How much time it is lose? They are saying that it is loses in a day. So in a day. In a day, the clock is loses how much time is loses means 8.212 seconds time is loses. So losing means it is error, it is not showing correct value. So losing means it is showing error. So this much error is showing means it is nothing but delta T only. Delta T they given. And also they are showing that some change in temperature is there. So the initial temperature is 20 degrees Celsius, that they are raised the temperature 30 degrees Celsius. That means this is the T1, this is the T2. So they are giving the change in temperature delta T is equal to final temperature 30 minus initial temperature 20 is equal to 10 degrees Celsius they are given. Are you getting or not? Hello?
Yes,
So 10, we will take it as the 10 because of we are taking in the Kelvin means 10 we will get. Because of if you want to change this one 10 means 20 plus 273 we will get Kelvin I am taking 30 plus 273 if you take this is then Kelvin K1, Kelvin K2, K1 minus K2 we will get means this value 30 plus 273 minus 20 plus 273 will get 273 already will cancel, we will get the 10. Okay, now that is the value. And now delta T they given, delta small t they given, delta capital T also they given indirectly. But what about T? T means the original time of the wall clock. Original time of the wall clock means T means original time. Original time. Original time means one day original time in second. What is the value? That is one day time in seconds. One day time in seconds. So one day time seconds means one day 24 hours is there. So that is equal to 24 hours into 60 minutes. That is nothing but 20. Sorry, I written here wrong. 24 hours into 60 minutes. If 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Are you getting or not? Hello.
yes, sir.
So that means how much this value? 24 into 60 means this value is nothing but the total value is nothing but 86,400 seconds. If you want to do in calculator means you can do that, no issue. So this is the constant value. So you will do the so many problems. This value will be already. This value will be you can by heart this value. So this can value you got. So then all values are known. All values are known here. So you know the T value, you know delta V value, two number is there, delta D. You only need alpha value. Can you find out the alpha value? No?
Yes, sir.
Then I am writing the once again formula here. So then I am writing here formula. So what is this formula? Let me write here. Delta T is nothing but error in the time is nothing but half into alpha into change in temperature small delta T into initial time of the original time of the T. So our goal is to find out the alpha value. Alpha value is equal to delta t into 2 divided by delta small t into capital T. So delta t already they given. Now I need to substitute this value. So 8.212 seconds they given. 2 divided by delta T temperature is equal to 10. So delta small t is equal to what is the value means 86,400 value they given. So just to do the multiplication you will get the answer. So better to send the powers once again. 1 2 3 4 5 I will take. 5 powers means what is the value means 8.2122 divided by 8.64 into 10 to the power of 5 I can take. So I am sending power to a numerator position, that is equal to 8.2122 divided by, so better to cancel this one, 2 1 jar, 2 4 jar, 2 3 jar, 2 2 jar, so 4.32 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So then you can do this small value with help of the calculator, means do the division. I am also doing, please do the division. So this value is equal to 8 anybody please do, if you have the calculator means to do it, divided by 4.32. What is the value I am getting means 1.900 I am getting 1.90092 into 10 to the power of minus 5. So if this is the value of the linear coefficient of the expansion, so this is the value we are getting this one. So if you want to show this one as per the textbook, if you want to show this one textbook answers means I am sending point here means 90.0092 means the power will go to the here minus 1, so 10 to the power of minus 6. What is the units for the linear coefficient of expansion? It may be per degree Celsius, it may be per Kelvin. Okay, per degree Celsius or per Kelvin, no issue, nothing is no change. Or we can take R per Kelvin also, nothing issue. 9.0092 into 10 to the power of minus 6 per Kelvin. Sorry, not Kelvin only, per Kelvin, degree not Kelvin, wrong that notation, only per Kelvin only. So now is there any issue regarding this problem? No. Okay. Better to once again I am summarizing this problem. So what is the logic in the formula? So in this problem the logic is there. We need to know the formula of delta T by capital T is equal to half into delta L by L. It is the what is meant by here delta T is meant by error in time value. This value capital T is equal to original time. So original time value, this is the value. So delta L means error in length value. So L means original length. This is the formula we need to know. This is the one logic one is there. We need to know without this logic we cannot do any problem. So the another small memory formula is there. What is that formula based? So the formula logic 2. So logic 2 formula we need to remember this one. Already we wanted small formula. Alpha is equal to L2 minus L1 divided by L1 into T2 small t2 minus small t1. So in this one, this small part is nothing but delta L by small l into 1 by t2 minus t1. If you know these two logics, two formulas, you can easily apply you can easily solve the problem. Are you getting or not? So where we got this one? Where we got this formula? We got this formula from the basic of the time period t of the pendulum is equal to 2 pi square root of L by G. This formula we got this one. So some of the portion we did not connected with this one because of it is in the error measurements also. That is equal t square is equal to 4 pi square into L by G. This is the formula is there. From this one we are finding only error means 2 delta t is equal to delta L value. This is the formula we are getting. From this one we are arrived at this formula. So So that is the logic is there. So if we know this one, we can easily solve the problem. After, if we don't know means we cannot move in the further step. That is the very very important. Only this type of problems, only one is there in the textbooks. So that's why better to know this one. Okay, I am expecting that these type of problems will come into the MSET level problems only, not your normal examination. They won't ask these type of problems. It is a single concept or it is the mixture of 2 or 3 concept? Hello, is it a direct? It is the mixed concept. The mixed concept they will ask only entrance type of examinations only. No, that's it. I am going to the another problem. So let me go to the problem. So problem. So what they given means a glass bulb of volume 200 cc is sealed at 27 degrees Celsius, full stop. If the pressure of the gas inside the bulb is 1.25 into 10 to the power of -4 centimeter of Hg, full stop. Calculate the number of molecules inside the bulb they are asking. They are given some of the constant. Avogadro number n is equal to 6.023 into 10 to the power of 23 per mole this value, and also one more value they are given, R, the ideal Gauss constant R is equal to 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 erg per mole Kelvin. 7 erg per mole Kelvin. They are given these values. We need to use these values. So better to write what they given first of all. After that we will proceed the solution. What they given? They are telling that one of the gas bulb is there, like this bulb is there. This bulb is sealed with by filling of one type of gas. So the volume of the gas is equal to 200 cc. Cc means centimeter cubed. 200 centimeter cube they given volume. So the bulb temperature also they given. The temperature of the bulb T1 I am taking. So T1 is equal to 27 degrees Celsius they given. If the pressure of the gas inside the bulb, pressure also they given, T1 also they given. So the pressure of the gas inside the bulb is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power of -4. Here is the centimeter of Hg they are given. That is the very very important. Please. Then they are asking calculate the number of molecules inside the bulb. Number of molecules means is it a number of moles or other value? Hello, my question is clear. So they are asking number of molecules. Number of molecules is equal to number of moles or another value? Hello. So let me take. So the number of moles is equal to, I am taking the number of moles is equal to n. I will represent. Avogadro number I will represent with capital N. So but they are asking number of molecules they are asking. So is it n or another value will come? What is that value? Number of molecules I am taking with the help of another one. Number of molecules, let me take one of the parameter. I am taking a capital N into molecules I will put up. How can you get this value? So this value is nothing but number of moles into Avogadro number. We already covered this topic in your running content topic. So that is the value. We covered or not this type of topic? Hello. So my question is clear or not? The number of molecules in a particular volume is equal to number of moles of the number of moles into Avogadro number. This concept I covered in the last running class work. No, the current content I covered this topic. Now, if you know the number of moles, you can easily multiply with n. You can get the value. Our logic is there only here. If you want to know this value, if you calculated this value, then total problem is resolved because of just multiplication of this one. But how can you find the small n value? What they are giving? V1, T1, P1 they given. How can you find that small n value? If you know the V, T, P values, how can you find? Is there any formula in your brain?
Just to happen, sir.
Ah.
P1 by half.
Yes, P1 V1 by T1 is equal to small n into R is their formula. So this formula is there. This is your memory based question only. Then we can easily substitute this value. But you need to take care about this one. Here all values are they are giving in the CGS system, but we need to use in the SA system. So once again I am recalling this one. What they are one by one I will point change here. So what about this volume? Volume in centimeter they given. So can I use directly centimeter square? Otherwise I will put in this one centimeter. I will put in this one more time. Please wait. Better to use in SI system is the better. So I am changing all content in the SI system. So 200 into, sorry, why it is not working? Oh God. Okay, better. So 200 into 1 centimeter is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 2 meter square. So 10 to the power of minus 2 whole cube, that is equal to 200 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube. So temperature it is in the degree Celsius. I need to change in the Kelvin. So 27 plus 273 is equal to 300 Kelvin. But pressure is not given. Pressure is not given in the particular value. So what is meaning of 1.25 centimeter of Hg means the barometer is showing like this. The length of the barometer, the length of the fluid level in the barometer is equal to 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 centimeter. This is the value they are showing. So if it is the length means what is the pressure due to this length of the fluid? How can you find? Hello.
By the height of the liquid.
Yes, it is the height of the liquid at H only. So how can you find what is the pressure? How can you find? Pressure P is equal to due to the liquid column is equal to rho G H. So rho is equal to you need to remember this one. The density of the mercury. The density of the mercury. Do you know? 13.6 into 10 to the power of 3. I hope 10 to the power of 6 or 3.
10 to the power of 3, sir.
10 to the power of 3. It is in 10 to the power of 3 SI system into G is equal to 9.8 into H is equal to they are given 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4. Pressure also we got. So just simply substitute the all values in this one. You will get the value of one more point you need to remember here. They are giving the R value in the CGS system. So X are in the CGS system. 10 to the power of 7, X is nothing but 1 joule. So that is equal to 8.314 joule per mole Kelvin. This is the value. So this value you need to substitute in this one. Otherwise do the problem in the CGS system itself without changing anything. So these are all I am taking in the SI system. If you want to do the problem in the CGS system means let me do that one also, no issue. Let me do that one also, no issue. Now I am performing the problem solving in the CGS system. How can you do means first of all I am concentrating the R value. R value is equal to 8.314 into 10 to the power of 7 air per mole Kelvin they given. Directly we can use. Another one what they given? Volume they given. Volume is equal to 200 cc centimeter cube. We can use directly 200 into centimeter cube. directly you can use. Now they are given the temperature. Temperature is equal to 27 degrees Celsius. They given. You can use directly without changing of anything. So my question is the temperature. The PV is equal to NRT formula. The temperature must be used in the absolute temperature, not in the Celsius scale. Okay, now hello. These formula temperature must be used in the absolute temperature. So absolute temperature means this value must be changed. 27 plus 273 is equal to 300 Kelvin. Now one more they given R value. So R value I already know. So V value I know. V value pressure. Pressure we need to concentrate. Pressure what they given? Pressure is equal to, they told that 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4 centimeter of Hg they given. So this is nothing but height of the liquid column in the barometer. So height of the liquid column, if you know, means rho GH formula we need to use. Rho density of the mercury in the CGS system means 13.6 will get. Density of the acceleration due to gravity in the CGS system means 980 we will get into H, height of the liquid column. What they given means 1.25 into 10 to the power of minus 4. So this is the pressure. Yes sir, yes. So we can use this one. You can directly substitute the all values, you will get the value. Please wait for 1 minute, please wait. Let me please wait 1 minute. Don't log out. I will come, please wait 1 minute. Hello, can you do this problem? From this stage you can substitute all the values, just substituting the values. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Just a substitution. After this, just a substitution all the values. You will get the value. If you find the n value means you will get the n value. From the n value, number of moles, number of molecules is equal to capital M. Molecules is equal to small n into Avogadro number. You will get the n value. You will substitute, just to multiply the n value into Avogadro number. You will get the value. Now I am moving to the another problem. So no issue, na? Hello.
No issue.
Go Peter. So my goal is to overcome the difficulty in the problem only. My goal is not what is the value of 1200 divided by 6.2. It is the just division. If you have the calculator in your hand means you can do the values, you can easily find out. But my goal is to overcome the difficulty. Where is the difficulty? Is just to overcome the difficulty of the student. Just I am showing the showing the what is the path of the solve the problem. But I am not giving the accurate value. I am not solving the entire problem. You need to do at least you need to put your effort, a little bit of effort you need to put. Otherwise nothing you will get. Hello. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Done. Next problem. We are continuing to the next problem. So what is the next problem means the mass of so next problem. So the mass of a liter of gas is 1.562 grams. 1.562 grams. At 0 degree Kelvin, 0 degree Celsius, full stop. Under the pressure of pressure of 76 centimeter of mercury, full stop. The temperature is increased. The temperature is increased to 250 degrees Celsius. And pressure to 78 centimeter of Hg, full stop. What is the mass of 1 liter what is the mass of the gas under new conditions, but my doubt is, you need to take care about this one. So what is the mass of the gas they are asking, So, but one you may get the doubt, if you are doing the experiment, if mass must be constant, you feel that, we general idea we will get. If you are doing the performing the experiment means, the mass must be constant throughout the experiment. But in this case, they did not told that the mass is constant. They are adding the mass to the system. That's why we need to take care about this one. They are adding the mass to the system. That is the very important. Now, how can you do this one? Please look on this problem. What they are telling, the mass of the 1 liter of gas is some value they given at 0 degrees. Under the pressure, they are giving the some pressure value. The temperature is increased. Some temperature is increased under the pressure of same. What is the mass of the gas at that one? What they are doing? Will you please look on this one? Look on this problem? What they are saying? They are saying that volume is the constant. That they are saying that 1 liter gas only. They are saying that 1 liter gas only. They are saying that volume is the constant. They are saying that mass is the difference. Mass is the difference and temperature is the difference. Are you getting or not? Hello. One more time. See what they are saying is, they are telling that 1 liter gas is there. 1 liter gas is there. So 1 liter gas, what is the mass of the gas? M1 is equal to 1.562 grams they are taking. What is the pressure? Pressure P1 is equal to, they are telling that 76 centimeter of Hg they are telling that. And the second case, indirectly they are telling that the mass of the gas, they need to know what is the mass of the gas M2. They need to know the pressure they given P2. What is the pressure they given? 78 centimeter of Hg. 78 centimeter of Hg. The temperature T2 is equal to, what is the temperature? They are telling that 250 degrees centigrade. 250 degrees centigrade they are asking. But what is the formula? What is the formula behind this one? So they are indirectly telling that volume is constant, but the temperature is rising. Volume is constant, temperature is rising means who are giving the some of the relation to the system, or some relation they are giving. Volume is constant, temperature is changes means some relation is there. It is nothing but Charles law, I hope. Charles law, pressure is directly proportional to the temperature of the system at constant value, at constant volume they are telling that. But in this case they are introduced that they are changing the mass also. So if the temperature rises, pressure will rises. So at constant volume. But one more point I am going to introduce in the same formula. Let me please concentrate here. This is the vessel. So what I am taking, this vessel is having the fixed volume. Let me, it is the 1 liter vessel is there. So this vessel is having 1 liter. 1 liter volume. So if at a constant temperature I introduce the 1 kilogram of mass, I introduce the gas is there in this one. So I calculated the some pressure is equal to P1 pressure I introduced. So wantedly I introduced some more mass into the vessel. I introduced this vessel, some more mass in the cylinder. Let's assume now the second case is I introduced the 2 kilogram of mass is there. Now I calculate the pressure is equal to P2. So use your common sense. P1 and P2, what is the relation is there? P1 and P2 relations, what are the relation is there? Will you please tell that P1 is equal to P2? One case is there. P1 is greater than to P2. Second case is there. P1 is lesser than to the P2. These three cases. Which case can be executed in this one?
P2 is better than P1.
P2 is greater than P2. How can we say more number of if the mass will increases, what I increased? If the mass is increased, then more number of particles will be available in the cylinder, then more number of collisions will appear on the walls of the cylinder, then pressure must be increases. Are you getting the conclusion like that only? I hope. Hello? One more time. What is the pressure of the gas? How can you define the pressure of the gas? It is nothing but number of collisions occurred in the unit area of cross section of the container. That is the number of collisions. Number of collisions means if more number of collisions, how will you get? If the more number of particles are available, you will get the more number of collisions on this one. It is the one unit area of cross section. In this random direction, one molecule will get an collision on this one. In this area, another direction, one molecule will get an collision on this area. What will happen? The number of collisions will increase by increasing the mass of the system of the gas. Then that means if mass is increasing, then what is increasing? Pressure also increasing in the container. But one thing you need to take care about here, volume must be constant. Are you getting that one? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So that means we are getting the conclusion. So the P is directly proportional to the mass of the gas at constant value. One more Charles law is there. P is directly proportional to temperature of the gas at constant value. Can I combine these two? Both are saying in the constant value only, na? Can I combine these two? Yes, that is equal to P is directly proportional to MT. MT is there. So if it like this means that means P divided by M into T must be some constant we will get. That means P1 divided by M1 T1 is equal to P2 divided by M2 T2 is there. Okay, na? Are you getting that not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So then what they are asking, let me go to the problem. What they are asking? They are asking what is the M2? M2 they are asking. M2 goal means just change the formula in N2 terms. So just M2. Then M2 is equal to P1 by M1 T1 into T2 divided by P2. Is it only, na? Just I bring this M to this side, so remaining terms I send this side. No, wrong. I written wrong, somewhat wrong I written. So let me cross. Yes, let me cross this one. So that is equal to M2 is equal to P2 divided by T2 into M1 T1 divided by P1. So that is the formula. So let me write in the simpler manner. So P2 divided by P1 I written as a common any one group, and T1 divided by T2 I written as a one group into M1 is there. Just substitute the all values, you will get the answer. Just substitute the all values. You need to substitute the P2 and P1 must be in the same unit. T1 and T2 is the same unit. M1 is the same unit. The same value will represent here M1 also. Let me go to the substitution also. What they are given P1 value? Could you please tell me any one of the student what is the P1 value? P2 value. Here is the P2, na? So M2 is equal to M2 is equal to P2 value. 78. You need to write all things. Centimeter of Hg. P1 value 76 centimeter of Hg into T1. T1 is equal to. So while we are applying this type of formulas, we need to use the values in the Kelvin scale only. So don't use in the serious system. So T1 is equal to, they are asking 273.0 and T2 is equal to 273 point some value is there. 250 degrees Celsius into M1 value is equal to 1.562 grams. So it is the Kelvin, Kelvin cancel. It is the centimeter of Hg, this is cancel. You will get a value in the directly in the grams. directly in the grams. M2 is equal to some grams you will get. So I am not going through this multiplication and division in that thing. So just I am opening the difficulty. So just I am showing the how can we attack the problems, how can we get the answer, that only. So because of they won't give with the same numerical value, they won't give in your examination. Just they will give the model of the problem only, they will change the numerical values. I am not going through this one. Okay, can you do now? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So what is the logic in this? What is the logic in this one? Tell me logic. What is the logic? Logic is here. Pressure will increases as the mass of the substance will increases. That is nothing but P is directly proportional to M, but value must be constant. Value must be constant. This is the first condition. Second logic is there. Pressure must be increases due to the temperature of the but the volume must be constant. Constant volume. This is the two cases. So by adding this one, P is directly proportional to M comma T. So by adding this one, P1 divided by M1 T1 is equal to some constant. From this one, what is the logic? P1 T1 divided by P1 divided by M1 T1 is equal to P2 divided by M2 T2. From this one, you can find out anything. Okay, now are you getting that now?
Yes, sir.
So this is the problem. Now we are moving to the another problem. So let me close after this problem. This is the last problem only. So what they are asking this, the volume of the gas problem. The volume of a mass of gas at 37 degrees Celsius, 37 degrees centigrade, and a pressure of 75 centimeter of Hg, find the volume of gas. Find the volume of gas at NTP. That means normal temperature and pressure. So NTP values you need to by heart. NTP value, could you please tell me the NTP values? Anybody? What is the NTP value? A normal temperature and pressure value. Will you please tell me any one of the value? Normal temperature and pressure value. See, NTP values is equal to the normal temperature and pressure value is equal to. So normal temperature pressure value is equal to. It is. I hope it is 23 or 27 degrees Celsius. I did not know the temperature and pressure value. Will you please look on this one? Anybody Google this one?
Yes, sir.
20
degrees Celsius.
20 degrees Celsius. Okay, done. 20 degrees Celsius is the normal temperature. What is the pressure? Pressure is the 1 atmosphere. I hope 1 atmosphere. That is nothing but 1.01 into 10 to the power of minus 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. 10 to the power of 5 Pascal. Okay, that one only.
Yes, sir.
This is the normal
Yes,
atmosphere. Then they are asking that at this temperature pressure, they are asking what is the volume of the gas. They are asking. So just they are confusing you without showing this second stage one. What are they saying? It is the state at the first case. What is having? First case, the temperature of the gas T1 is equal to 37 degrees Celsius. So while you are doing the gases means you need to take the temperature only in the absolute. So 273 plus 37, that is equal to 273 plus 37 is equal to what is the value? Nearly 310 Kelvin. This is the value. So this is the first case we are taking. Now they are telling that they are telling that one more volume is there. Volume also they given mass volume also they given. Volume is equal to volume of the gas is equal to 620 620 cc they given, centimeter cube. Let me put the 620 into centimeter cube is equal to centimeter cube. Can I write it as 620 into 10 to the power of minus 6 meter cube? Now they are asking that one more one more pressure also they given. Pressure is equal to 75 centimeter of Hg. They given like this. So can we use 75 centimeter of Hg? We should not use directly. We should use in the SI system or CJ system anything. This is the 75 centimeter of Hg is equal to H value. So H value P is equal to rho GH we need to substitute. So rho GH. Otherwise the mercury pressure, normal temperature of the pressure in the liquid column. In the liquid column, what is the value? Anybody will you please Google it? I hope it is the 20 centimeter of Hg. I hope 20 centimeter of Hg. Anybody, will you please Google it? Normal temperature of the pressure value in the centimeter of Hg. Our problem will resolve. That is the. So let me take it as the 20 centimeter of Hg. Please take it as the 20 centimeter of Hg. After that I will show. Is there any issue? Is there means I will show that one. 1 minute. 1 minute. A normal temperature pressure 20 centimeter of Hg or it is 76 centimeter of Hg. I hope it is the 76 centimeter of Hg. Hello? Anybody? They are Googling or not? Let me Google by myself. Let me Google. What is there? It is blackish. Are you getting my voice or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Wait. 1 minute, ma. 1 minute. Let me Google it. NTP value. 76 only?
Well, sir, 1 atmosphere and up to 76 centimeters of pressure.
Yes, sir. That already we did now. One of the big problem also we did now. So you are not following. Yes, very good. 1 atmospheric pressure is nothing but 76 centimeter of Hg. Yes, very good. Thank you. That's right. Very good. Now everything is there. We can directly use the formula. Which formula we can use? There are the two stages are there. This is the one. P1, V1 they given. T1 also they given. The second case what they are giving? P2, V2 and T2 they given. P2 their second case they given. They are asking V2. This is the V1. This is the V1. T1, P1. They are asking VT question mark. P2 they given 76 centimeter of Hg and T2 at what temperature they are asking? 250 degrees Celsius. We should not use that one because of everything we need to use in the Kelvin. So if we add this one means you will get nearly what is the value?
20 plus.
20 plus they are asking.
Yes, sir.
Okay, normal temperature pressure, they are asking 20 degrees Celsius. So 20 plus, that is equal to 293 Kelvin. 293 Kelvin will get. So that is the value. Now 20 degree 273 plus 293 plus. Very good. So here also we did correct only, 273 plus 37, that is equal to 0 plus 1 plus 31. This is the correct. This is also correct. Now do the problem. How can we do? What is the formula we are having? If the P1 V1 and P2 V2 everything is known, any one variable is not known, which formula we need to use? Ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation P1 V1 by T1 is equal to P2 V2 by T2 is there. Just to substitute the values, you will get the answer. Everything is known here. P1 is known, V1 is known, T1 is known, P2 is known, T2 is known. Only unknown parameter is the V2. Okay, na? Hello?
Yes, sir. Or P2 value
When? What already I told, it is the normal temperature of the pressure. Normal temperature of